everybody's going green.
On October 9, 2010, the Tennessee Alliance for Progress hosted the Compass VII Conference on Green Jobs. Conferees heard from a variety of speakers in morning and afternoon plenary sessions and attended workshops that examined the green jobs issue from multiple perspectives.
Green jobs, this is one of those bills that is really less a bill than an agenda, I think, over time, which is why y'all are here this morning, and why I suspect many of us in the room will be involved with this for the next 10 years.
Talking about this green collar job task force that was in Nashville. And the thing that was so intriguing about this task force was that it brought together a group of people who were concerned not only about the environment, but were concerned about the poverty, trying to see what we could do to reduce poverty in Nashville and Middle Tennessee.
A well thought out green jobs agenda over time is attempting to solve two really critical problems facing Tennessee. On the one hand, probably the broadest problem facing society today, which is the problem of global warming and the problem of our general treatment of the environment. The other half is getting people meaningful, dignified work in the state of Tennessee, hopefully near their homes, okay? I mean, that's where we're trying to get, right?
And those green-collar jobs can be very entry-level jobs to very high-paying jobs. We saw here in Nashville, Tennessee, with great success, the weatherization that was ran through MDHA and Human Services. And so those are some of the types of jobs, as well as some of the very high small business type jobs.
And I think this program that y'all have, that TAP and other groups have helped put together here, is an example of the kind of growth in the interest of the environment that we hadn't seen in this state before. This last week, I think the Nashville City paper had a list of the 50 greenest businesses in Nashville. You wouldn't have seen that list 5 years ago. You probably wouldn't have seen it 2 years ago. So what I'm saying is there is a movement and a growing awareness of environmental issues that the people are beginning to speak out and speak to their legislators. And I want to say in particular, I think legislators are reacting to what the people are talking about.
I think our legislators would agree. The change really isn't there, and the movements don't start in the legislature. They start here with you. You guys are the movement. You guys are the change. You guys are what provides political cover for them to carry out your agenda. And we have power. We have power. We can dream big, and we can make it happen for our communities. And I want to thank you guys for having me here. I want to thank the legislators and everyone for doing what you guys are doing here in Tennessee, because together we can build a green economy that's big enough for us all. Thank you very much.
Some people telling me that I'm crazy. Some people say I'm really insane. Some people telling me that it's senseless. And I really do not know what I'm saying. But I'm thinking. Say it again. Get a little bit louder now. Say it like you mean it. Now y'all check this out. The earth is being ruined by a drought, and this is something we need to talk about. It would take combining efforts all over the world from fellow man.
Basically, they said if you want our money, then you have to have Energy Star certified buildings whenever you're going to be having the construction financed by us. It has to be at least 15% better than code. And some results along those lines is that they've actually had 35% better than code is what the average was. They didn't just stop at 15%. People saw the 15% regulation but went to 35%. And the highest efficiency that they've seen so far, this is a little bit dated so it might have gotten better, was 42% better than code. So setting that bar helps people to go even beyond.
Can we create green jobs inside of healthcare? Absolutely. There's even some work being done through a collaborative of organizations, including WOW, to create something called an environmental health technician that would be an entry-level job that would work in concert with community health organizations to do energy audits of homes at the same time they're doing environmental assessments to understand what the underlying causes for health issues are. So there is a way to be creative there if we just think about it and get real about where the jobs are going to come from in our particular markets.
So this just shows kind of where we were and where we want to go, which is that there's a construction green building career ladder that starts with entry level. There's also an operations and maintenance ladder, which means after you green retrofit and after you do this work to buildings, you need to be able to operate these buildings and you need to be able to fix them. And then also, there's lots of different policies that are happening in California and in Los Angeles, and it sounds like in Tennessee as well, that we need to be thinking about then what are the procurement policies or the local purchasing policies that we can help to put together to help to stimulate a manufacturing base and manufacturing jobs for Los Angeles, but also in Tennessee.
If you think this doesn't matter or doesn't count or can't help you personally, I'm looking to the younger folks who might be thinking about starting their business. A very good friend of mine, about 12 years ago, started an energy efficiency service company, and she sold that company this year, and she is using what she built from that company, and believe me, she sold it for millions. She is now building a sustainability ecotourism resort in Nicaragua, and she's putting local people to work. She's doing all the right things. So, and that was 12 years of hard work to get her to that point, which was her life's goal. So, she is one of the most respected females in my business, and she should be someone you can aspire to look to. All of those opportunities are there and they're available to you. So, thank you.
It's time for courage to face greed's abuse. For a new power, we the people choose. Keep the energy moving. Keep the energy moving.
We need to recycle so we can renew.
Keep the energy moving. Keep the energy moving.
To be a part of it because everybody counts and everybody matters.
Yeah, keep the energy moving.